Now it's time to start work on the eyelids. So we're going to insert a sphere primitive that's the approximate size of the eyeball. We'll be using this as a reference object as we mold the eyelids. Now this portion of the project is going to take quite a bit of point editing. It's something that you'll just have to be patient with, but that's really the only way that you can do it. So just start selecting points and one at a time position them approximately where you want them. So what I try to do is once I've got the points positioned in the front view, I'll go into the profile and start to adjust them there. And then after I've done quite a bit of point editing, I'll go into the perspective view and rotate around the object to see if there's any problems, because it's really difficult to catch everything unless you can move around your work project. Now some other things we're going to be working on are the fleshy portions above and below the eyelids. Pretty much everyone has what are called bags under the eyes, but depending upon age, race, and other things like body fat or just genetics, some people have a sunken eye or kind of a hollow opening just above the eye. These are just different characteristics to keep in mind as you're modeling your face, or any face. So now I've paused briefly and I just inserted a couple more loops, actually one, and did a little bit of point editing. What this loop will allow is a sharp edge for the eyelid. So that is, after we smooth it, there will be a sharp corner here. So now I'm just rotating around and taking a look to see what I need to adjust. I can see that the two corners are too far out. And you can see I adjusted that in a little bit too far, so we'll go back and move it out. And you'll find that really you'll be refining different portions of your mesh constantly. It just never ends. That's one thing that I kind of enjoy about modeling people or even drawing people. It's just there's an infinite variety. People may look fairly similar, but within that there's so much that can be changed, and just by making small changes you can really adjust how somebody looks. So here we're just working a little bit on the brow ridge. Okay, now we're going to work on the bags. Depending upon age and also sex, this can change from person to person. Also, lack of sleep tends to be a major factor in this too. So there we've got some fairly decent eyelids. We'll probably be adding a little bit more geometry later, but that's pretty much what we'll have for now. It's not looking too bad. The one thing I'm going to show you right now is just one method I use to reduce poly count. So instead of having to continue these loops all the way around the object, I just use this type of method to kind of terminate a few loops. That is to combine them into one. And later on in this tutorial, I'll be using this method extensively to lower the poly count. So he's kind of got eyelids now, not looking too bad, but we'll work on them later.